You're a fucking loser. You live in your mom's basement. You probably have a 2-inch cock. You sound like a white guy.
Congratulations.
For what?
You said you got a girlfriend.
You're probably a virgin.
So that's a no for Netflix and chill?
Fuck you.
So I'm curious. Tell me about your show. What do you talk about?
I talk about how women ain't shit.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 604th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness, and the #1 red pill podcast in the manosphere by a mile. We are presented by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the planet. Be super productive and laser-focused for hours upon hours with zero crash and zero jitters. Support your productivity and the show by going to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a few bottles. The link, as always, is in the description. We are streaming live in crystal clear 1080p to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, VK, OK.ru, and of course, Sharpe Stream. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is Thursday, May 7th of 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. Pardon me. The week has gone by very, very quickly. It has gone by very quickly. I can't believe how quickly this week has actually gone. To be quite honest with you. But listen, man, some weeks are a little bit quicker than others. This is just the way it goes. Before I get started here, it's become clear to me that YouTube continues to fuck with my channel, which obviously is nothing new. Right? Like this has been the case for a while. They throttle my content. They unsubscribe people without their knowledge. They automatically flag my videos and so on and so forth. Nothing new. That's, listen, man, like we all know that is, of course, part of the gig. This is just something that we have to deal with. But what YouTube has done lately is started fucking with my audio channels. What they've started doing is making it so that people can't hear what's playing on my screen. Let me pull up camera 3 here. They're making it so people can't hear what's playing on my screen. Unless, of course, they're making them jump through hoops, right? So unless they refresh or put in headphones or do some other worldly thing to sort of to try to listen to the whole thing, YouTube is making it very, very hard. Now, this might not seem like that big a deal because if the fix is simple, I have to refresh, put in headphones, no big deal, right? Well, not so fast. What YouTube is doing is they're making it difficult for people to even consume my content the way it's supposed to be consumed. And it starts and ends with the audio. If people have to jump through even a small hoop to hear everything, some people just say, fuck it and go somewhere else. Guys, this is by design. This is absolutely 100% by design. This is what YouTube is doing this for. They're not censoring as much. They're not doing anything as obvious as they were, but they're doing little things here and there to basically throw salt in my game. I hit the 60,000 subscriber mark almost 2 months ago, and I actually have a slideshow here for you guys. Give me 1 second. Take a look at your screen, guys. Take a look at your screen, okay? So back on Wednesday, March 4th, that was right around the time I hit 60,000 subscribers. On the 4th, I gained 289 subscribers. The 5th, it was 262, 214. You guys start to see that the subs are headed down. The subs are not headed in the right direction. You can see that just over the course of just a few days, they start to throttle my content, and it's obvious because of the lack of subscribers. There was one point last August I was getting 750 subscribers a day. They ended that shit real quick. Obviously, I fought back and got back to where I was. But you guys can see between March 4th and March 16th, that's a difference of 12 days. Went from 289 subs to 56. And guys, I put out content every day. I'm on the air all the time. So it's not like I'm not putting out videos. Let's take a little further. Now we're down to 68, 48, 59. They gave me a little bit of a reprieve. Okay. 104, 110 on a Sunday, which is kind of odd because I wasn't live on Sunday, right? Or a Saturday. Then back, then I'm back on March 23rd, 155, 235, 268. We're looking good. 180, 252, 241, 221, 74, 238. Okay. Everything appears to be headed in the right direction there. But as you can see, as time went on, starting with April, I went from 201 all the way down to 80. They gave me a little bit of a reprieve. Now, let me look at the end of that. April 14th, 160 subscribers. April 15th, 115, then 139. Then all of a sudden the hammer came down. 98, 60, 85, 70, 74, 74, 54, all the way down to 14 subscribers on a Thursday when I was on the air. Guys, I average between 12 and 1,500 live viewers every show. To get 14 subscribers is utterly laughable. And then, of course, this past Tuesday, 10 subscribers. Guys, 10 subscribers. Well, the plan, obviously, was to get people to quit watching my channel. That obviously has not happened. Obviously, the party keeps going. I've got this big, awesome new studio. Everybody sees what's going on. They continue to flag my content, blah, 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 blah. And so now what they've done is they have made it almost impossible for people to see what's going on, for people to hear what's going on the screen. And what this does is this cuts down on the experience. Like, if people come into the show and there's something playing on the screen and I'm not talking, I got guys in the chat like, why can't I hear anything on the screen? Like, what's going on with Donovan's channel? Well, what's going on with Donovan's channel is that YouTube is fucking with my audio. So, with that in mind, I can no longer break down videos on YouTube. That is strictly going to be for Sharpe Stream. Guys, again, this is never something I want to do. I want as much free content as humanly possible out there for people. If you want my premium content, you can pay for it, fine. But YouTube is making it very, very difficult. And you want to know why I know it's YouTube? Because I don't get complaints on Twitter. When I'm streaming to Facebook, everybody seems to be able to see it. When I'm streaming on Sharpe Stream, everybody seems to be able to hear it. No, on my biggest YouTube channel, not even on my small YouTube channel, my biggest YouTube channels, people can't hear what's on the screen. They got to jump through hoops. They got to plug in their headphones. They have to refresh. They have to walk to a certain area. So, on that note, I'm going to have to throttle back my content just one more time so that people can actually watch and experience my content the way it's supposed to be experienced. So, this is just the way it is, man. Like, the more progress I make, the tighter they seem to hit the clamps. Joker just got to 100,000 subscribers. And everyone's congratulating him, and rightfully so, he deserves it. People are like, man, Donovan, I can't wait till you get to 100,000 subscribers. Guys, listen, I am not getting to 100K. I know this to be true. Listen, YouTube might not, at some point they're going to axe my channel, right? But one of two things is going to happen. They are either going to axe my channel before I get to 100,000 subscribers, or they're just going to make sure I never gain subscribers. Guys, I've been at 60,000 subscribers for 2 months. Like, the fix is in. So, on that note, I've got to do what I have to do. It is what it is. So that's just all there is to it. All right, let me shout out my members here. Michael Robles, shout out to you, my friend. Appreciate you becoming a member. Ice Dragon Kid, Colonel Sanders the 16th, Clarence W, JB84, the future successful entrepreneur. We got Tunes in the house, Eugene Prentice. Nate Dogg is always in the house. Devansu Chakraborty, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome, Mr. J, to TSR Towers. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Astrologic is in the house. Techno Mage B5, as always, is in the house. Matt Vasquez telling Devansu there is so much censorship right now, it is hard to do so. This is why most of the content that I create has to be on my own platform. That's the only way. If you guys want to experience my content the way it's really supposed to be experienced, got to be on Sharpe Stream. It's unfortunate, but this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. Charles is in the house. I don't know if that's Charles Merchant or not. Kevin Samuels is in the house, and he says, I have a workaround that prevents them from doing that. Well, okay. All right. Well, Kevin Samuels and I are going to have a conversation after the show. Definitely going to have a conversation after the show. Al with the $5 super chat says, it's true, I've been having issues watching on your main channel during live, but zero issues on your second channel. Guys, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. D Hunter says, ready for this episode. I think D Hunter is saying, Donovan, shut the fuck up and get to what you're supposed to get to. Shout out to all of my members. Shout out to my super chatters. Shout out to Kevin Samuels in the house. He is responsible for me dressing a little bit better on the air. But without further ado, let's get right to it. There are certain absolutions in life that people ignore on a regular basis. And one such absolution is that there are certain rules to certain circumstances. Okay? So, for example, if I, Donovan Sharpe, want to avoid getting fired, show up to work on time, show up to work consistently, and don't hit on coworkers. If you ignore these rules, you run the risk of losing your job, which is your livelihood. Fairly simple, as most people are well aware of this particular set of rules as it applies to their employment. Pretty obvious. But one set of rules that most men in particular continue to ignore on the regular are rules when it comes to dealing with sluts. Guys, listen, we all know that sluts make bad wives, they make bad mothers, and they make bad girlfriends. We all know the inherent risks that come with messing with sluts on any level, from one-night stands all the way up to and including marriage. And, of course, we will certainly get to that a little bit later. So, rather than characterize these things as rules, we are going to call them commandments so that men take them a little bit more seriously. Okay, we follow rules sometimes, but we break rules a lot. Commandments are generally taken a lot more seriously. Now, the reason I'm talking about this today is for two reasons. The first reason is that I actually put this episode on Patreon a while back, and it was only the first, I think it was like only the first few minutes or so. It was only the first few minutes, and it never really got to the 10 Commandments. So I had to take the video off, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the video. I actually found the video that I thought was there, and it turns out that I had truncated part of the video. So that's the first reason I'm doing it. The second reason I'm talking about this today is that every horror story we hear about divorce rape, or a cheating girlfriend, or a cheating spouse, paternity fraud, any number of things pertaining to the terrible quality and behavior of today's females, is that they all have one common denominator. The women who cause all this anguish with men are always sluts. So let's go ahead and define exactly what a slut is, shall we? A slut is a woman who has fucked a ton of guys. It's that simple, guys. There's nothing scientific about it. There's nothing psychological about it. A slut is a bitch who has fucked a bunch of guys. That's it. That's it. Once a slut, always a slut. So now that we have our definition in place, we are going to talk about the 10 most important rules when it comes to getting what you want out of sluts, which is easy sex, without getting got yourself. Sluts are very, very good at taking their pound of flesh before, during, and after they fuck you. But today I'm going to talk about how to avoid this and even flip the script and maybe wreak some havoc on your own. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Commandment number 1, the first commandment. Thou shalt not fall in love with a slut. Now, one would think that this is fairly obvious. We all know that falling in love with a slut will absolutely turn your life upside down. You guys know all about my story with Amy, the 19-year-old hot girl who had a 6-year-old kid when I met her, got her husband shot and killed by the guy she was cheating with, and all the rest of that, right? Very, very easy to stay away from sluts based on stories like that. Pardon me. Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to understand this. I don't want you guys to mistake me. It is very, very easy to fall in love with sluts, especially hot sluts. I had a video a good long while ago, I think it was maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago, why men fall in love with sluts so easily. Well, one of the reasons is why they're hot. Another reason it's easy to fall in love with sluts is because the sex is wonderful. Sluts are experts at draining your balls. They're experts at making you feel like a man. Sluts show extreme submissiveness in and out of bed. It is extremely intoxicating. Sluts are extremely affectionate, especially if the sex is good and she likes you. Sluts are always available, at least in the beginning. The way they look at you is intoxicating. Sluts are professionals at keying in on your masculine wants and needs and pressing those buttons to literally blinding you to what she really is. Sluts give you those serotonin and dopamine hits that makes you susceptible to falling in love. And when she's got you there, she's got you right where she wants you. Understand this, guys. You need to understand. You are not special. She does this with every other guy. You're not the only dude she makes feel this way. She did this last month. She did this last week. Maybe she even did it last night with one of the 5 guys she's fucking. But just because it's not easy, or just because it's not easy not to fall in love with sluts, doesn't give you an excuse to ignore this rule and fall in love with sluts. The only cure for one-itis for a slut is more sluts. This is why you never stop approaching. This is why you never stop adding girls to your roster. Guys, I have violated this rule before. At least a half a dozen times, probably more than that. I fell in love with the first stripper I ever dated. She cheated on me with 3 bouncers from another strip club. I fell in love with a casino cocktail waitress, and she cheated on me with a pit boss and the blackjack dealer. It sucks, guys. I couldn't fucking eat. I couldn't sleep. It sucks. Getting cheated on fucking blows, especially when you love them. Do not fall in love with sluts. If you do, they will always cheat. There are no 2 ways about it. Let's go to the second commandment. Commandment number 2. Thou shalt not raw dog a slut. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Did I skip one? Oh, I'm jumping the gun here. Hang on, guys. Hang on. There we go. Commandment number 2. Let's start that over again. Thou shalt not make love to a slut. Never make love to a slut, guys. Only fuck her. And if you can, you need to avoid kissing her. Guys, sluts don't deserve to be made love to. They deserve to be fucked like the cheap whores they are. Listen, these girls have had plenty of chances to make love. And they did. But after guy number 10, she doesn't deserve kissing, guys. She doesn't deserve affectionate touching. She doesn't deserve any of that nonsense. Sluts deserve to get their hair pulled. She deserves to get her ass smacked. She deserves to get choked out. She deserves to get slapped. She deserves to get spit on. She deserves to be called names. Sluts deserve disrespectful sex, and they prefer it. The difference between making love and sex is kind of the same difference between cocaine and crack. I've never done crack before. I've snorted my weight in cocaine. You guys know that, right? Cocaine is wonderful. It is the greatest substance on the face of this earth and also the worst. But crack is even better, so I've been told. That's why I never did crack, because I didn't want to fall out of love with cocaine. A while back, I dated a girl. Her name was Dee Dee. I actually wrote about her. I talked about her in episode 27, how I narrowly avoided a false domestic violence accusation. This girl she liked to be slapped. She liked me to bite her tits and leave marks. She wanted to be bruised. She wanted me to call her names. She wanted me to spit in her face. Dude, this chick Dee Dee loved being brutally used. She was just like Juliet. Juliet was worse. But Dee Dee loved painful sex. She used to tell me, hurt my vagina. She's a fucking crazy bitch. Like, she was crazy. Anyway, I only kissed Dee Dee one time, and that was the first time I fucked her. I never, ever kissed her after that. So commandment number 2, thou shalt never make love to a slut. They do not deserve it. Commandment number 3, Thou shalt never raw dog a slut. Oh, God. Again, guys, this is obvious. This is obvious. Guys, listen. Let's go through the risks. Let's go through the risks here, right? Okay? She could get pregnant. You can get her pregnant. And listen, especially if she's a single mother, right? And if you get her pregnant, you're looking at child support. You're looking at baby mama drama. Now you're questioning, is the kid even mine? I knew she was probably fucking somebody else. Is that kid even mine? Am I the father of that kid? Like, you really start to ask yourself these questions. She may have purposely committed paternity fraud. Knocking up a slut, getting a woman pregnant, this saps your finances. It saps your time. Guys, again, this is obvious. Here's another risk. When you fuck sluts raw, catch an STD. Now, I, for one, I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have never caught an STD. I have no idea how. Because, listen, in my Vegas heyday, I was very, very irresponsible. I still have absolutely no idea how I managed to escape the 702 never pissing hot. It was unbelievable. I don't know how it worked. But an STD will wreck your life, guys. Dude, a buddy of mine had chlamydia seemingly every week. I had to tell him, wrap it the fuck up. A really good friend of mine has herpes. Tall, fucking good-looking guy. Dude, 6'2", 6'3", brown hair, blue eyes, good-looking guy. Now, when it's dormant, he goes and he fucks a bunch of girls. He actually had a girlfriend once. And he gave her the herpes, and it completely wrecked her pussy. Okay, no big deal, right? That's somebody's girlfriend. That's his problem. Oh, really? Maybe you fucked her, right? The girl that you picked up at the Four Queen, or at the oh Jesus Christ, I'm thinking about different stories now. The girl you picked up at the Bellagio, one of the Bellagio casinos, that might have been the girl of a guy who fucked her and gave her an STD. But because you were too high on coke, you were 18 whiskeys in. You did a bunch of kamikazes because they were selling them one for $1. Because selling them for $1 each. That was a good night. That was a real good night. Whew, man, those dollar kamikaze shots. Jesus Christ. But you guys get the point. Guys, bitches ain't worried about STDs. That's why bitches are steady catching STDs. And don't be fooled by their excuses. I'm allergic to latex. Carry lambskin condoms, guys. I'm allergic to lambskin. Here's a Benadryl. Now bend over. Do not let these bitches trick you into having unprotected sex with them. Here's another risk to having unprotected sex with these Vegas sluts out here, or these sluts, period. You could fall in love, guys. Guys, I'm here to tell you, man. Fucking without a condom has a profound effect on men. Okay? We feel a sense of ownership. Fucking a girl without a condom tricks us into thinking she belongs to us. Oh, okay. Fucking her without a condom tricks us into thinking she belongs to us. Guys, listen. Condoms are as much... How can I put this? Condoms are as much physical as psychological. Fucking without a condom, okay? It keeps you, like the condom barrier, that latex, it keeps you from getting too close physically, which in turn keeps you from getting emotionally attached. It acts as a barrier. The condom, it doesn't just protect your dick. It protects your heart, protects your head. It acts as a barrier between the physical and the emotional. Guys, guess what? Guilty as charged. Dude, I violated this too. Many, many times. Dude, I started raw dogging this one slut. I actually made her take me to the doctor. I actually made her take me to the doctor so that I could watch her get the shot. Surprise, surprise, she cheated and I was hurt. And when she cheated, do you think that she made the guy she cheated with wear a condom? She's on birth control. What do you think? All right, let me jump in here and check out my super chats. Oh, by the way, guys. I now have an air conditioning unit in the studio. It feels very, very nice in here. I got it kicking at 62 degrees. So our electric bill is about to jump by about 128%. Ace in Spades with the $2 super chat says YouTube is censoring super chats too. Yeah, I've heard that there are some guys who just don't there are some guys who don't who can't super chat. Like I remember one time there was a period in time where guys couldn't super chat. They're like, hey, I can't super chat, and then maybe 15 minutes in they were able to super chat. That's how it is. Jordan Gover with the $2 super chat says marriage and children are off the table, fun only. Real talk. Real fucking talk, man. I'm trying to tell you guys, man. I'm trying to put you guys up on game. And oh, by the way, the further along we get with these commandments, the further the game is. Like commandments 6 through 10, this is 6 through 8, that's some next level type game. Stay tuned. Mr. Darkman, would you say women don't like kissing, or do they? That is a very interesting question, Mr. Darkman. The more men a woman has had sex with, the less she likes kissing. Listen, this is the slut tell of all slut tells. If a woman doesn't really like to kiss you too much, if she's really not that affectionate, she's absolutely a slut because she's been there and done that and she doesn't really feel anything for you, right? When a slut can literally, and sex is always emotional for women. It's always emotional for them. But at some point, it becomes so unemotional that they just can't be affectionate. And kissing is probably the most affectionate thing you can ever do with a woman. Her sucking your dick is not really affectionate. You fucking her is definitely not affectionate. No. Real closeness, a real emotional connection with a woman, that doesn't happen during sex. That happens when you're kissing. That happens when you're holding hands. Somebody just texted me and I do not have my phone. So, all right, if whoever texted me, I don't have my phone. You're going to have to wait. Al with the $2 super chat says, never be in a position to have to go on Maury. Oh boy. When it comes to 3-year-old Jamanica, Jarquavius, you are not the father. Niggas up there breakdancing, and the girl's like, I don't know. He's like, okay, La Sharita, there are 3 more men that have come to be tested. Do you want them to be tested? Listen, we got to find out who the father of little LaMonica is. Don't you want that for her? Meanwhile, niggas up there breakdancing. Love it. C-Dub, $5 super chat, says, hope this helps keep Don doing damage here as long as possible. Yeah, hopefully so. At some point, I'm not going to be on YouTube anymore, guys. Like, this is just the reality. That's just the reality. Clarence W. with $10 Canadian super chat. Appreciate that. He says, a guy I worked with got chlamydia 4 or 5 times in the course of 3 years. He later got married, wanted kids with his wife. Now he's sterile. Wrap it up, but man, I'm trying to tell you. Man. Oh, hang on, guys. You see the camera shaking? All right. All right, calm down. Little tech support here, guys. There we go. There we are. All right. No, that wasn't an earthquake. Listen, every once in a while we have tech support issues. 1,254 people watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Oh boy. VV, I just call him VV. I call him Vvane. With the €5 super chat says 99% of Western women fall in the Donovan slut definition. Plus, his downloadable PDF disqualifies even more than 99%. How do you ever find a non-slut? The answer to that, Vvane, is that you don't. Like, guys, listen, you're going to have to understand, and this is what Alex in Miami and I were talking about on the air on Saturday. Very good conversation. YouTube deleted it for whatever reason. Took me off the air and then put me back on. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, something's going on with my moving camera here. All right. Let me do some on-air production here. Let me set the start. Let's go to 75%. Forgive me, guys. This is just, I do this on my own. This is part of the gig. All right. Very good. But yeah, you're going to have to understand that you are never going to find a woman in America or any other country for that matter that hasn't fucked around. Girls are sluts, guys. When I met Devin, she was a slut. She was fucking around. She was fortunate that she met me and wanted to be trained. That's why we work. But the minute I toss her back or she decides to leave, she's going to be a slut again. You're not going to find a girl who's not a slut, guys. All you can do is you can either deal with it and train her not to be a slut or train the hoe tendency out of her, or you can just check out of the dating market completely. In either case, I would not blame you for either one. Man, this air conditioner works very, very well. Had to cut that off. All right, that's it for this camera. I don't know what the hell's going on with my camera, so it's just gonna have to be like that. You get enough bells and whistles, at some point you're gonna have a little bit of a malfunction, but it is what it is. It is what it is. The train stays on the track. Wait a minute. Headband Aaron. $5 super chat says, every time I raw dog, I've lost sleep wondering what will follow next. Pregnancy scare, STD, herpes, commitment. Love your show. Jap sent me. Yeah, bruh, use condoms, homie. Come on, man. Come on, headband Aaron. Use your head. Use your head, and then get some head. Like, if you want a raw dog, man, make her swallow the kids. Ace and Spade says, if we can't make love to sluts, then who? Nobody. Nobody. Karn, $2 super chat says, SKYN, skin condoms are latex free. You're welcome, chat. Skin condoms are very good. In my experience, skin, SKYN, those are the best. Like, nothing compares to unprotected sex, but skin is as close to unprotected sex as there is. That's really all I can offer there. Okay, let us move it right along with our 10 commandments, our 10 slut commandments. Let us move to commandment number 4. Commandment number 4. Thou shalt not spend 2 consecutive nights with a slut. Never fuck a slut on 2 consecutive nights, number 1. Number 2, never, ever spend the night with a slut. Guys, I used to violate this commandment all the time. Okay? You fuck a slut, the sex is great, and you want to do it the next night. Of course you do. We all do. It's very easy to do. And again, let's not mistake this here, okay? Following these commandments is not easy. This is not easy to follow, guys. Okay? But they still must be abided by. Dude, you fuck a hot brunette with huge tits, a sexy navel piercing, and she swallows your kids, you're going to want to fuck her the next night. That's just the way it is. But you must not. There are 3 very good reasons why you should never, ever, ever fuck sluts on 2 consecutive nights and never spend the night. Number 1, you risk getting attached, okay? The more time you spend with a woman, the more you start to like her. This is basic human behavior. Night 1, first night, it's all fucking. It's nothing but fucking, it's great sex. Night number 2, you start to talk and learn about each other. You start to care about each other a little bit, but you start to care about each other as a natural byproduct of the human condition. The more you learn about someone that you are also sexually intimate with, the more you care about them on an emotional level. Again, this is the human condition, guys. I don't know any other way to put it. Pardon me. Those are my gerbils. If you spend the night, you wake up together, you eat breakfast together, you talk about your plans for the day, and guess what, guys? Guess what this is? That is LTR activity. That is long-term relationship activity. You have no control over this, guys. The only way to control this is to limit your exposure to the slut, okay? The second reason why you must abide by commandment number 4, she'll start to think you care. How can I put this? You have to make her think she likes you. You have to make her think she likes you less than you like her, okay? If she thinks you like her more, we all know she begins to lose attraction, right? Then the unpassable shit tests come and it's all downhill from there. Then all of a sudden she's not available, or maybe she starts to care, which means she steps up her game, right? She gives you better sex. There's more availability, more of those dopamine and serotonin hits that she knows you like. Before you know it, you're in love. That's how this works. The third reason why you must always abide by commandment number 4, pardon me, it's too much of a time investment, guys. Guys, sluts don't deserve any of your valuable time. They only deserve the time it takes you to bust a nut. That's it. Which leads me to the 5th commandment, the 5th slut commandment. Thou shalt not invest in a slut. Time, money, resources. Don't buy her anything. Too many guys confuse sluts with girlfriends, right? Well, if I don't invest, Donovan, then she's going to leave. Good riddance. She's just a slut. There will be others. Guys, I'm here to tell you, investing time and resources in a slut is like paying sticker for a 2017 vehicle with 350,000 miles on it, meaning that it is a depreciating asset. Gentlemen, sluts will cheat. Here's another immutable truth. Sluts will turn your life upside down. It is a mathematical inevitability. Sluts will drain you of your emotion, your time, your resources, your money. A slut can only drain you of what you expose her to. If you spend too much time with her, you're never going to get that time back. If you buy her shit, you're not currying favor. Dude, guys buy her shit all the time. You're not special. Sometimes we talk about the 3-to-2 ratio, okay? And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 3-to-2 ratio. The 3-to-2 ratio says, this is actually written by Chateau Hartiste a while back, a.k.a. Royce, one of the 3 R's of the manosphere. The 3-to-2 ratio, for every 3 nice things your woman does for you, you do 2 in return. She sucks your cock 3 times, you give her a back rub twice. She tells you she loves you 3 times, you tell her you love her twice, right? Now, if you're dealing with a slut, take it 4-to-1. If you're like extra hardcore black pill Donovan Vegas, it's like a 5 or a 6-to-1. Being mean keeps them keen, but you guys get the point. But guess what? That 3-to-2 ratio, that's for wives and girlfriends, guys. That's not for sluts. If a slut does something good for you 3 times, great. She was supposed to fucking do that anyway. Don't do her any favors as far as hookups or connections are concerned. Sluts never appreciate it. And they never take the time to fully benefit from the hookup. They don't really want or need what you had. She just wanted to see if you'd do it and make you feel like a hero. That dopamine rush again, right? Oh, thank you so much for putting me in contact with your computer guy. He took care of me so well. Thank you so much. Then, of course, she'll fuck your computer guy, and your computer guy is no longer a hookup for you. I have actually seen this happen way too many times. Gentlemen, dudes are simps. Dudes are fucking thirsty, and they will ditch you in a New York minute just for the attention from a slut. Do not bring your slut around the people who do things for you. Fuck that. Get the fuck out of here with that. The 6th commandment, and this is a very, very important one. We're starting to get into next level game here, guys. Next level game. Thou shalt never, and I mean never, have expectations of a slut. I made this mistake a while back with a super hot Mexican girl named Chrissy. I've talked about her on the show many, many times. Chrissy was a hard 10. I met her when she was 19 years old. Long, thick, dark hair all the way down past her ass. Big, huge size, double D, fake tit. She conned her last fiance out of him. His name was Martin. I met her 3 weeks later. This girl is a hard 10. Hottest girl I have ever dated in my life. Okay? Guys, she told me she loved me all the time. She always made time for me, right? She was very good to me. So you know what I did? I actually fooled myself into thinking that she could be long-term relationship material. So I started the training, like she said she wanted, right? I signed her up for cooking classes, guys, because Chrissy could not cook. She can cook to save her fucking life, right? I spent $350 on a cooking class for her, and it was a fucking disaster. She didn't even try. She didn't even improve. She didn't even have a marked improvement. $350 wasted. No improvement. I told her, no social media. Oh, of course. Guys, guess what? That lasted all of 3 weeks, and it probably didn't even last that long, right? Chrissy fooled me into thinking that she'd actually do it. Someone as hot as her being off Facebook, not a chance, right? And dude, honestly, you're a hot 19, 20-year-old who lives in Vegas. Of course she's going to be on social media. After that, after investing $350 and her not improving in cooking, I knew she wasn't girlfriend material, guys. Never have expectations of sluts, guys. Listen, do not expect her to change for you. Don't expect her to fall in line for you. Guys, guess what? Devin has hoe tendencies, to be sure. Straight up. She was an epic slut when I met her. And the reason I know this is because she told me so. She bragged about all kinds of shenanigans she got up to because she thought it made her more attractive to me. I quickly let her know that it did not. I used to call her a booger eater. Anyway, I still, to this day, I have to use a firm hand to keep her hoe tendencies under control. If I let up even a little bit, she will get out of pocket. It is a mathematical certainty she will get out of pocket. Devin falls in line for 3 reasons. Number 1, I'm Donovan fucking Sharpe, and I am a totalitarian dictator, and women fall in line for guys like me, period. Number 2, she genuinely loves me. And number 3, it's because she's 36 and not 26. 26-year-old Devin would not fall in. That's just all there is to it. And if she did fall in, it would take me way too much time. It's just not worth the time. Turd Flinging Monkey says all the time the juice isn't worth the squeeze. That's when it wouldn't be worth the squeeze. Sluts are also notoriously unreliable. Expecting a slut to do anything consistently besides drinking, drugs, and fucking is foolish, guys. Women are inconsistent and unreliable by nature. Guess what? Sluts are 10 times worse. Never, and I mean never, have expectations of a slut. She will always let you down. Every time. All right, let's go to the super chats here. Pardon me. Chris Kaysen, $5 super chat says, I'm vasectomy safe, but I know I still need to wrap up. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, man. I wouldn't take no goddamn chances. Technomage B5 says, assume she's a slut until proven otherwise. Hence, by default, these commandments apply. Very good. Word to the wise there. Listen to Technomage B5, man. This guy knows his shit. I think Technomage B5 probably has a little bit more game than he probably realizes. Ace in Spades with a $2 super chat says, do you give Devin back rubs? No. Rob L, $5 super chat says, from the streets she emerged, and to the streets she'll returns. Niggalations 3-8. Rob, you are stupid. He said Niggalations 3-8. Ecclesiastes verses chapter 14, verse 5. That bitch belonged to the streets. Myron Gaines is in the house, says Donovan is speaking facts. I learned this last week. Listen, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Go out here. Fuck around with these sluts. Have expectations of sluts. Spend consecutive nights with sluts. Fall in love with sluts. Raw dog a slut. You'll see. You'll see. You're going to learn these lessons one way or the other, guys. You're going to learn these lessons one way or the other. That's just how it is. Red Pill Phil with the $2 super chat says, great message for the fellas. Very good. Thank you for Bryce Harper, by the way. Don't know if anybody got that joke. Tyson Jaleel, $5 Canadian says, guys, forget to wrap it up for oral. I've known friends to get herpes from it. Don't let their lips are. What? Oh, now that I didn't know. Dude, that I absolutely did not know. Dude, I have never heard of that happening. Am I naive? Like, have I been out of the game that long? Yo, I did not know that we got these bitches out here giving niggas herpes by giving them head, man. Damn. You can't even get head safe nowadays, man. Like, head used to be like the one thing that you could get for sure. Can't even do that shit. Can't even get my dick sucked. Ain't that some shit, man? Damn. God damn. I'll tell you what, man. Sometimes, man, I'm glad I'm out the game. Like, don't get me wrong. I miss the game, man. I really, really do, but I'm glad I'm out. Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. Nate Dogg cosigns. Damn. JB84. What? Get the fuck out. I had no fucking clue. I had no idea, guys. What? Wow. Okay. Well, shit. What good is fucking head if you gotta wear a condom, man? Oh, God. Man, I'm so glad. Man, I'm glad I'm out the game, dude. I'm glad I'm out the game, man, for real. Dude, I love me some head. Like, sometimes I like getting my dick sucked better than I like fucking. Like, real talk. The Practical Stoic with the $10 super chat says, one time I woke up after I raw dogged a thought she had a butcher knife on me and managed to defuse the situation with some verbal judo. Turns out she recently got dumped and was off her meds. Oh, fucking hell. Yo, dude, I'm telling you, these hoes out here are fucking crazy. Hoes are crazy, man. I'm trying to tell you. Hashtag bitches be crazy. Damn, Cameron Barton said it happened to his cousin. Broken man. I'm 45. He speaks the truth. I have 4 marriage proposals currently from women I will not commit to. Damn. Shit, dude. Like, listen, man, like, I know a lot. I used to be hard on guys who just throw up their hands and be like, you know what, I'm not fucking with bitches anymore. I get it now, man. Like, I get it. I understand now, man. Fucking hell, dude. Dude, I love me some head, man. Like, I love getting my dick sucked. If you can't even get your dick sucked out here in these streets, that's some shit, man. Damn. Well, let us continue with the 7th commandment. And now, gentlemen, we are getting into next level game. 1,475 people watching. The 7th commandment. Thou shalt turn out a slut. When I say turn out a slut, I'm not talking about giving her good sex or blowing her socks off or getting her sprung. No. When I say turn out a slut, I'm talking about threesomes. I'm talking about butt fucking her. I'm talking about telling her to go fuck one of your homeboys. I've done this several times. I'm talking sex tapes. Dude, make her say you own her. That's how you turn a slut out. I'm here to tell you, gentlemen, I don't know if you realize this. Sluts are community property. They belong to the game. They belong to the streets. I famously say, a woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. A slut definitely never belongs to you, but the difference is that it's not just your turn. It's you and 3 other niggas she's fucking, y'all. Guys, a slut is always fucking multiple guys. Always. Because of this, you need to turn her ass the fuck out, and there are several ways to do this. Now, again, this is next level game, guys. If you have any white knight in you, if you have any beta male in you, this is going to bother you. So be prepared. Here are a few ways you can turn a slut out. Number 1, threesomes. Did this with a girl named Daphne, and Devin actually called this. I was actually dating Devin at the time when I was fucking this chick Daphne, right? So, long story short, this girl Daphne, she tricked me into letting her spend the night so that she could borrow money from me. She purposely parked in a tow-away zone so that she could get her car towed, spend the night at my place, and ask me for money. She was broke. Her car got towed, and guess what? I didn't know about the scam until her homegirl told me about it. Her homegirl's name was Cassandra. I think we used to call her Cassie. Now, I knew that Daphne was never going to be girlfriend material, so I turned her out, right? After that little scam she tried to run, and by the way, I gave her not 1 red cent. I told her to tell her friend Cassandra to come over for a threesome, or she could delete my number. I said, look, Daphne, check this out. You bring your girl Cassie over here for some 3-way fun, or you can delete my fucking number. The very next night, we had a threesome, and that was the last time I ever fucked Daphne. I fucked Cassie for a couple weeks after that, until she fucking got messy, and somehow her fucking fiance found out. Like, Cassandra's fiance found out about us, and the guy threatened me, and I knew he wasn't shit. So I told him where I lived, I took a picture of my car license plate, and I sent it to him, and I told him that if he's gonna threaten me, okay, do it face to face. Never heard from him after that. Anyway. Turning a girl out with a threesome, this helps you to keep your emotions at bay, okay? She sees you fucking another girl, and it turns her on more and keeps your emotions in check. This is up close and personal pre-selection. Your cock is going into another girl's ass or vagina or mouth. She's right there watching, right? And by the way, guys, I know I say this a lot. Haven't said it in a while. Guys, threesomes are not for main chicks. Threesomes are not for girlfriends. Threesomes are not for wives. Guys, stop sending me emails. Donovan, how can I talk my girlfriend into having a threesome with me? Donovan, how can I talk my wife? How can I talk my wife into having a threesome with me? Just stop with these questions, guys. Threesomes destroy relationships, but they strengthen a slut's loyalty to you. It's kind of weird how that happens. The second way you can turn a slut out is anal sex. As simple as this is, it is very profound. Anal sex, butt fucking a girl, that is a power move. Guys, make no mistake about it. When you fuck a girl in the ass, you dominate her body and her mind. She is completely submissive to you. She is at your mercy. Anal sex is uncomfortable at best, painful at worst. Most guys don't have the balls to fuck a girl in the ass. It's gross. I don't like it. Those are the excuses. No, you're scared. You're scared. You're scared to try it. So let me get this straight. You jerk off to it on porn sites, but you don't want to do it in person? No, that's bullshit. Fuck that. The third way you can turn a girl out, and again, this is next level game, tell her to fuck other guys. Listen, I've done this several times, especially with my stripper and cocktail waitress friends. Okay? This was the last year and a half I was in Vegas. This is when I was hardcore fucking black pill Donovan. Like, dude, I was a stone cold assassin, didn't care about shit. I'm fucking doing blow every weekend, getting into fights, self-destructive type behavior. Anyway, so I owed a buddy of mine a favor for scoring me some cocaine. Like one of my main dealers got locked up. He got arrested, and he was probably going away for a long time. And my homeboy hooked me up with some blow. It was actually some good quality shit. So I told her, I was like, yo, go fuck my boy. And she did it without hesitation, straight up. Another friend of mine hadn't got laid in a while, and I told that same girl to go fuck him. She was going to do it, but he didn't want to. But she didn't hesitate. He's like, no, this is still, I don't know, there's just something not right. Like, isn't she your girl? I'm like, Eric, she's not my fucking girl. You just sat here and told me you haven't been laid in 6 months. She's here. She's ready. Fucking go back and hang. I don't want to. I was like, God, Jesus fucking Christ. And then on the way home, she's like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong. Like, I don't know. I was like, listen, we'll try again tomorrow, whatever. One slut I was fucking, actually, this is funny. One slut I was fucking, I told her to fuck one of my homeboys. She wouldn't do it because she said she was starting to fall in love with me. That pissed me off. Guys, I'm going to tell you what, man. You guys see me lose my shit on the air probably more than I care to admit. But one of the many things that fucking boils my fucking blood is when sluts tell me they love me. Guys, it makes me fucking angry. I hate it when sluts say I love you. It makes me want to just fucking grab them by the hair and just fucking throw them out of my house, man. Anyway. She was all, but I think I'm in love with you. And I told her, you either go fuck him or we're done. So she went and she tried to do it. Again, my homeboy heard the conversation. He started to feel guilty, and, you know, he made her blow him, or she only blew him, but that was it. Guys, turn a slut out. It is what she wants. It is what she deserves. And believe it or not, fucking other guys you tell her to fuck increases her loyalty to you. And if you don't believe me, try it yourself, guys. You don't have to take my word for it. Guys, I'm telling you, you'll be absolutely shocked at how eager they are to do it and how much more compliant they are after they do it. Here's a fourth way to turn out a slut. You make her surrender during anal sex. So, for example, make her call herself a slut. You're fucking her in the ass. Tell her, say I'm a slut. You own me. I belong to you. I am your possession. Grab her fucking hair. Make sure she's looking at the fucking ceiling. Make sure there's tension. You fucking tell her, tell me who owns you, right? This is deep conversion game. Here's another example. This is where you lead her down the path. You're fucking her in the ass. You got her hair. Who do you belong to? Whose pussy is this? Whose fucking asshole is this? Whose slut are you? Guys, doing this during anal sex is extremely powerful. Guys, listen. And again, this is next level game. This is a psychological mindfuck that almost subconsciously causes a woman to voluntarily surrender herself to you. And when she speaks this into existence during a voluntary act, that is submissive and painful. She literally becomes yours, guys. Mind, body, and soul. This is why Dee Dee went to such extremes to keep me around. The reason why she accused me of domestic violence is because I was sort of trying to exit stage left. She kind of figured out what was going on, called me up and told me she was pregnant. I go to her house, made her piss on 2 pregnancy tests. She obviously pissed negative. I'm about to leave. She's calling the Vegas PD, right? I did this to Dee Dee, and she was willing to put me in jail to keep me around, okay? This is why the 40-something slut tried to put fucking sugar in my gas tank. Guys, this is powerful shit. You must exercise caution. And guys, listen, man. I want you to understand something. This isn't... I'm not saying this to be salesy. I'm not saying use this like caution. Like, you know those bullshit testosterone commercials? If results are too intense, please decrease use. No, fuck that. No. That's just a sales technique. No. Guys, this shit's the real fucking deal. It is next level game. It works, and it works well. You could use this technique on your main chick, but be careful. Be careful, especially if you don't think you're going to keep her around long. Commandment number 8. Switch cameras here. Commandment number 8, the 8th slut commandment. Thou shalt use sluts for personal gain. Let me repeat that. Thou shalt use sluts for personal gain. Guys, sluts have resources, okay? Sluts have tattoo guys, right? They have food guys, cell phone guys, sex, money, drugs. Sluts have resources, guys. They have hookups. They're sluts. And a lot of them are what I like to call quid pro quo sluts. I talked about that in a previous episode. They're called, I think it's the 8 most common sluts that you'll ever meet or whatever, right? Back when I was married, a guy I worked with got me a free iPhone 3G from a slut he was banging who worked at AT&T. Sluts have resources. Chrissy, the hot Mexican with the fake tits, 19-year-old, she worked at Hard Rock Cafe. I got hooked up with free shit all the time. I never had to pay there. Half the bouncers who are fucking strippers get free tattoos because the strippers take them to the tattoo artist to get them tatted up for free. Right? There's a guy who used to call my show. His name is Fillmore. He talks about getting money from sluts. He's like, yo, bitch, I need $1,000. What's up? Dude, I was fucking a stripper for a while who always gave me free cocaine because her dealer gave it to her for free. So you know what I did? I told her straight up, hey, yo, check this out. You need to get me some free coke. Like, if you're not paying, I'm not paying. Like, fuck that. And she was like, all right. And she was happy to do it. Guys, I've had sluts get me into underground parties, man. Underground parties that nobody knows about. Dude, one slut I was fucking had a boyfriend who worked for a moving company in Vegas. I didn't have to pay 1 red cent to move all my shit from a tiny 1-bedroom apartment in Summerlin all the way to the 14-story penthouse right there on the Strip. Well, not on the Strip, but you could see the Strip. It was the Soho. You guys can Google that. Guys, sluts love to be used, and not just for sex, man. Okay? They love to think they have agency outside of their pussies, so they jump at the opportunity to prove their independence and usefulness to you. Guys, sex, money, drugs, services, anything you can think of, sluts have access to all this shit all the time because they're sluts. This is how it works. And if they get free shit, you get free shit. Sluts want to be used in and out of the bedroom, so give her what she wants, and she will literally thank you for allowing her to give you pussy and all of her hookups. Dude, one slut, this is funny, one slut actually told me, I like doing nice things for you. It makes me feel more human. Pfft. Who knew? Who knew? All right, let's see what we got here. P2W with the 5, British pounds, said, check the link I sent you on Reddit. It's about a group of women who discuss the hardship of dating in their 30s. It's a red pill goldmine group of, okay, P2W, I don't check my DMs or whatever. If you want to submit a show topic, TSR@DonovanSharpe.com. That is TSR@DonovanSharpe.com. I never check my DMs. I don't check my Instagram DMs. I don't check my Facebook Messenger. I don't check any of that stuff. Email me. Amar Kermani with the $2 super chat says, men need to realize their value and potential. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. King Maverick, $5, said, C Boogie said it best. The best shout out to the brothers still getting head with a condom. Salute to you, Donovan, on this dope live stream. Appreciate that. Yeah, C Boogie knows the game, man. Like, C Boogie, he's out here in these streets. That nigga's still in the game. He knows what's up. Ace in Spades says, what do you mean by black pill? Can you explain it? Black pill basically means that you are 100% hardcore red pill. You are just like, you fucking treat all women like fucking garbage. You fuck them, pass them to the homies. Fuck them, pass them to the homies. You're fucking cussing them out. You tell them they're not shit. Incidentally enough, the more black pill you are, the more loyal they are to you. So black pill means basically extremely, extremely red pill. The Tempest says, quid pro hose. That's funny. Quid pro hose. Black and Travel says, hey, Donovan, did you mention making a SLT or doing a sex tape? Got a multi-camera session set for this weekend. I guess make that away. Make that away. Fatal Dose the Sage with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Doesn't look like there was a message for that. Appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. We got 2 more commandments, guys, and then I'm going to open up the phone lines. Clarence says various STIs can live in someone's throat. God damn, dude. Devansu Chakraborty's like, someone reassure me that at least anal is safe. I'm afraid I can't, man. Like, dude, like, it's, bruh, like, it is crucial out here in these streets, man. Like, the block is hot. I didn't know it was this serious, man. Like, this is crazy. Elwin Molina Gerardo says herpes simplex 1 is transferred to private region and oral. Oh, wow. Hillmatic says, oh, yeah, I always be checking for mouth sores. Hell yeah. Michael Goodlet says, sorry, I'll never understand an incel. Shake my head. By the way, guys, there's no such thing as an incel. No such thing as an incel. An incel is an involuntary celibate. If you have $100 and you want to fuck, there are prostitutes. Yes, prostitution is illegal in the United States, except for some counties in Nevada. No, prostitution is not legal in Clark County, Nevada, but it's legal in Nye County. It's legal in Story County, right? Like, where do you think the Bunny Ranch is at? Like, you know, old boy is dead, but the Bunny Ranch is still up and running. Like, that's how these things go. If a man wants to get laid bad enough, he'll get laid bad enough. Then you got guys, well, I want the sex to mean something. Oh, get the fuck out of your own way. Get out of here with that. Get the fuck out of here like that. You're just afraid to fuck. That's what this is. You're not an incel. You are voluntarily celibate. Because if a man really wants sex, he can go out and get it. Black and Travel says, YouTube is censoring the super chats. Yeah? Yep. Michael Goodlet says, I thought Black Pill was an incel, bruh. I mean, am I missing something? Am I missing something? I did not, listen, I did not know that. Well, hell, listen, let me open up the phone lines. Let me open up the phone lines here. 914-205-5356. Again, that is 914-205-5356. Listen, let's talk about the Black Pill. Let's talk about incels, because apparently I'm not up on game. Before we do that, I'm going to hit these last 2 commandments, the last 2 commandments of the 10 Slut Commandments by your boy, Donovan Sharpe. The 9th commandment, thou shalt not introduce sluts to your family. Guys, this is very, very unwise to do. If you know she's a slut, there is absolutely no reason to introduce her to your family. You don't want sluts. You do not want a slut knowing anything personal about you. You don't want her to know what your parents' names are. You don't want to know what your brother's name. No, fuck that. Never introduce a slut to your family. The only time you should introduce a woman to your family is if you plan on spending a little more time with her. But if you know you're fucking a garden variety whore, why in the world are you going to introduce her to your fucking family? It makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever. Save yourself the headache. Do not introduce sluts to your family. And the last and final commandment, which should be obvious to everybody, yet not enough men follow this. Thou shalt never, and I mean never, commit to a slut. Guys, I say this all the time, man. The more commitment, the more time, the more emotion you give to a woman who doesn't deserve it in the form of a slut, the worse she'll treat you. The only reason you commit to sluts is because you think that's going to give you exclusive access to her vagina. They're community property. You're not the only one tapping that ass, player. I'm here to tell you. The more you give her, the less she'll want to give you. That's just how that is. Never, ever, ever, ever commit to sluts, guys. It is always a bad idea. It is 100% always a bad idea. Never commit to sluts. So those are the 10 slut commandments. And I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning here so we can sort of review these. And oh, by the way, I'm going to start putting the podcast versions of these episodes on Patreon. I actually got away from it for a little while, but this will be available on the podcast version without all of the commercials and small talk. So the first commandment, thou shalt not fall in love with a slut. The second commandment, thou shalt not make love to a slut. The third commandment, thou shalt not raw dog a slut. The fourth commandment, thou shalt not spend 2 consecutive nights with a slut, and thou shalt never spend the night with a slut. Commandment number 5, thou shalt never invest in a slut. This is time, money, resources, emotion. Number 6, the 6th commandment, thou shalt never have expectations of a slut. You'll be disappointed every time. Commandment number 7, thou shalt turn out a slut. Threesomes, anal sex, all that nasty debaucherous shit. The 8th commandment, thou shalt use sluts for personal gain. Tell them to fuck your friends. Tell them to hook you up with free shit, drugs, money, resources, products, whatever the case may be. If you have a slut who works at the AT&T store, tell her to get you the fucking iPhone 12. She'll fucking do it. Commandment number 9, thou shalt never introduce sluts to your family members. And of course, the 10th commandment, thou shalt never, ever commit to sluts. Never commit to sluts, guys. So those are the 10 slut commandments. You must follow them. You follow those 10 commandments, and you drastically reduce the odds of getting got by a slut. I answer the rest of your super chats and go to the phone lines. I'm going to be taking your phone calls about black pill and incels right after the break. Don't go in here, guys. We'll be right back. You're watching TSR Live with Donovan Sharpe. Tune in weekday afternoons at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get access to content not found anywhere else on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Past shows, the archive, Sharpe Shorts, and Ask Donovan Q&A. Get exclusive access to my own platform, Sharpe Stream, where I break down shows like Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiancé, The Bachelorette, and much more. Get huge discounts on all of my courses like How to Master the Game, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, and Womanese 101. You can also get your hands on the videos and podcast episodes banned on SoundCloud, Vimeo, and YouTube. Get access to an ocean of content found only on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. The link is in the description. 914-205-5356. Again, that is 914-205-5356. That is the number to call if you want to get in on the show. Let me put the number on the screen. I don't know why camera 3 is so dark. I actually just moved it. I don't have camera number 3 on a slider anymore, but I think I have to adjust the lighting because I'm a little bit dark on camera 3. And camera 3 used to be very, very well lit, so I'm going to have to do something about that. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the show. Let me read these super chats first. Black and Trouble says, YouTube is censoring the super chats. Yep. Jamal Killings with the $10 super chat says, keep dropping knowledge, brother. Appreciate that. The Practical Stoic with a $5 super chat says, this chick loved to dome me up, but 2 weeks ago she didn't want to because I had a rubber on. These thoughts want it raw and dangerous. Man, I'm trying to tell you. This is why I tell guys who have vasectomies, don't advertise that you have a vasectomy. Because if you advertise that you have a vasectomy, that makes you a little less attractive, like you're not shooting with live bullets. Women love dangerous, risky sex. Women love involving themselves in dangerous, risky behavior. If there's a chance that she could get pregnant, it makes the sex that much more exciting. That's just how it is. Some guy with the $2 super chat says, watching chats disappear. Weird. Guys, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This is how it is. Hashtag BPD Dark Nights with the $5 super chat. He says, I'm black pill, opposite of celibate. Black pill is biological determinism, looksism, genetics. Red pill, behavioral determinism, game theory, money, and status. I think you're outthinking the room there, bud. Maybe I'm not smart enough to understand all of that, but I always thought that black pill was just someone who is extremely red pill. Maybe I have that wrong, and if I am, Hopefully the callers are going to let me know. So let us go to area code 682. Area code 682, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Donovan? It's Red Pill Mike from Dallas. How you doing, man?
Hey, man. Good.
Hey, amazing what you're doing up there. Everybody's got their own red pill story about how they came about it, and I'm probably the only guy that I know that learned this years ago before red pill was as big a thing as it is today. And I actually got red pilled by my Sicilian mother growing up. She just didn't believe in lying to her kids, lying to her son about anything, and no matter how harsh the truth was. And at some point, everything that you have hit on today, she straight up told me from her own lips.
Wow.
And yeah, and she even went as far as to tell me, if you ever get yourself in any situation over a woman because you didn't listen to me and you didn't listen to these things that I told you, don't come telling me about it, because whatever this girl may have done to you will look like nothing when I get done with you.
Damn.
She was brutal. And, I'll give you one example of how she was, and a lot of people just don't believe me when I tell the story, but it is, for my hand to God, it's the truth. Back when I was in college and had come home and was on break, I was with my girlfriend at the time, and my mother and father had been to the movie. She came home, and I said, "How was the movie?" And she said, "Terrible." I said, "What was so terrible about it?" She goes, "Tom Cruise is a fucking pussy." And I said, "You got to be kidding me. What happened?" And she goes, "Any man that can replicate that kind of a life, if he tells a woman that she completes him, I lose all respect for her."
Well, I mean, obviously that's Red Pill 101, right? Like, a woman doesn't want a man. Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely. And my girlfriend at the time that was sitting there when she heard it, she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. She goes, "I watched this movie last week with my mother, and we both loved it." And she goes, "Yeah, well, what I know about you and your mother, it doesn't surprise me."
Wow. Oh, shit, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
Total brutal. But hey, man, keep up the good work. I'll hang up and let you get some more callers, and a good chatting with you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Red Pill Mike checking in from Dallas. I'm hearing from you guys that the volume is a little bit low. Volume a little bit low, so I'm gonna try to increase the decibels here. I think this is just a result of this. I'm on the new sound mixer. It really does appear like I'm really starting to get to a point where this new sound mixer is more trouble than it's worth. It's got a bunch of bells and whistles, but it doesn't really seem to be doing what I need it to do. I don't know what it is. We'll continue this. Let's go to area code 209. Area code 209. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, area code 209. You're alive.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hi, Donovan, man. I love your shows, man. You're awesome, man.
Thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
And I just, Jesse Sanchez. I'm calling from California.
Okay, Jesse in California. What's on your mind?
And ever since I started hearing your shows, man, I just women have been more attracted to me, and I'm like, and I'm a single dad with custody, so it's hard,
Let me stop you right there,
And,
Jesse. Hold on, Jesse, real quick. Let me stop you right there. And I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of men are unaware of the fact that being a single father actually works in your favor. You have to understand, sexual attraction is not symmetrical. The things that make you attractive as a man does not necessarily make, like, the things that make women attractive are not the same things that make you attractive, and vice versa. So we know that a woman who has kids is undateable. She's a single mom. Obviously, it's a bad idea to commit to her. Literally the opposite is true with men. And we have all these bitches, well, I will never date a man with kids. Bitch, you do all the time, right? When women say they'll never date no, seriously, when women say they'll never date a man with kids, what they're trying to do is what we do. Well, if they're not going to date single mothers, I'm not going to date single dads. Bitches, steady fucking single dad. So I don't want you to understand. I want you to understand that being a single dad does not work against you by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and ever since I started listening to you, I even got my accent checked. I put her accent check right away.
Wow.
She loves it. I don't know how to fuck, but she loves it.
Well, that's how it works, man.
What happened?
Well, thanks for the call, Jesse in California. You got to be careful with those exes, man. You got to be very, very careful. Don't go rooting through trash. that you've already rooted through. Appreciate the call, Jess in California. Area code 678. Area code 678, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? We're calling from?
Hey, Ethan from Atlanta.
Hey, what's up, Evo? How you doing?
Good. But do you know any sluts that who had two dicks inside her vagina?
Wait, what? I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm saying that do you know any sluts that has two dicks inside her vagina?
Not personally. I mean, I'm sure porn stars have. Do you?
Well, I watch it on porn all the time, and I wonder that what sluts do it in real life.
Dude, I'm 100% sure that they probably do. I've never witnessed it like up close and personal. The only time I've ever seen a woman have two phalluses inside of them is on porn, but I've never actually witnessed it up close and personal. I've never seen that before.
Okay, but this is what I gotta say, man.
All right, appreciate the call, Efo in Atlanta. Big thanks goes out to Chris Kaysen, $5 super chat. Says my last first dates all banged on the first date. Ho's gonna hoe, guys. Ho's gonna hoe every time. Chris Kaysen, another $5 super chat, says I never mentioned my vasectomy until the I'm late text. Chris Kaysen, man, you got my respect there, brother. Oh my God, I'm late. Yeah, bitch, got a vasectomy. Try again. Fucking whore. Caller was low. Okay, Dev tells me the caller was low. How do the callers sound now? How do the callers sound now? I think the callers sound good. Yeah, Efo in Atlanta, listen, he's not a troll, guys. He just likes to call up and say crazy stuff to try to get a reaction out of me, and I know that that's what he does, so I never react, so it is what it is. Let's go to area code 868. Area code 868. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, Donovan. I'm calling from Trinidad and Tobago. This is Imagine here. I cut off yesterday.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, dude?
Yeah, I'm just calling back to talk about, yesterday I was talking about how I found the red pill and then I cut off.
Okay, yeah, I don't want you to take, well, hang on. I don't want you to take too long because we do have other callers, but yeah, go ahead and finish up your story about how you found the red pill.
Yeah, I pretty much, I was supposed to travel the day after.
Okay.
What ended up happening, my appendix ended up bursting, and I ended up, nearly dying, and I'm not gonna go too much into that, my hands up and all of that stuff. But basically, by the time I got back home, I was literally just sitting on YouTube. You know that video, I think the hoe who got scammed out of 200,000?
Okay.
Yeah, I watching that video on the regular site, and then it just auto-played over to your video, and then I found the red pill. So I literally found the red pill by just pure chance. Well, if I didn't nearly die, then I would have traveled, and I wouldn't have found the red pill. So it's kind of crazy how that works out, you know?
Yeah, right? Dude, you never, ever, ever know what could happen, man. It's just one of those crazy things, man. You never know how life can work out, man. Well, I appreciate the call. Imagine, thank you very much for calling. Let us go to area code 541. Area code 541, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Jeremiah from Southern Oregon.
Hey, Jeremiah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, hanging in there. Just out running errands today. But I had two quick things. First one, and I could be off base, same as you, but I've always heard the black pill referenced in regards to hardcore incels and the MGTOW monks.
Wow, I had no idea.
I don't know if that's accurate, but that's how I've always heard it.
Yeah, listen, that's the thing. I don't know. I always, me personally, I thought for the last 5 or 6 years that black pill was just an extreme red pill guy, someone who just fucks sluts, pass them to the homies, and rinse and repeat. But I guess I'm wrong about that.
It's very possible, but the way I've heard it too is it's people who've really succumbed to red pill rage to the point where they've just gone totally nihilistic.
Wow. Oh, nihilistic. Oh yeah. No, I'm with you on that, man. Wow. Holy shit. All right. Well, hell, I guess I had a different definition. All right. What was the second thing, Jeremiah?
Right. The second thing is I'm 41. I've got a vasectomy, and we all have our stupid stories about not using condoms and just the insanity we've done.
Of course.
I've been very lucky in my life. I've never gotten burned.
Oh God, yeah.
you know, like everything, like one thing you said earlier that I never made a connection until you said it was that condoms also protect you from like the emotional side
Yes, they do.
of sex. And it was like, whoa, because I started to think about like all the chicks I've been with, and like the ones that I didn't wrap it, yeah, I caught the feelings for, and the ones I did, it's like, all right, cool, this is just what it is.
Damn, dude. Yeah, listen.
So,
And again, like unprotected, dude, when you have unprotected sex with a girl, it has a profound effect on at least the man. Listen, girls have unprotected sex all the fucking time. Like they just do. This is why we have paternity fraud. This is why we have STDs. But I think that a lot of men, listen, unprotected sex feels so much better than fucking condom sex. Girls know this. And in order to sort of rope you in, they'll be on birth control for real. They're not trying to get pregnant. They're not trying to trap you. At least that's what you think. But when girls have unprotected sex with you, it is a means to an end. They are trying to hook you in.
I 100% agree. And just one thing, I haven't mentioned before, I'm a biologist. And
okay.
Like when it comes to like the STDs and everything like that, I'm going to give you two combinations of words that should scare everyone. All right?
Okay.
The first one is oral chlamydia.
What?
Yes, like one of your super chatters said that like certain STDs live in the throat.
Oh my god!
Like 90% of STDs can be transmitted orally. Like,
what?
It's absolutely terrifying.
Oh my god!
And the other one, and this you can look this up. It's actually in California now. Antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ, man! Drug-resistant gonorrhea. Oh my god.
Yes.
Ay, man. That is incredible, dude.
So if you're out here like banging hoes and picking up chicks, you need to wrap it. Like, and also too, unless you have a vasectomy or something like that, and you don't want to get somebody pregnant, you need to make sure your condoms have a spermicidal lubricant on it.
Yes,
There's no form of birth
100%.
control, 100%.
God damn, dude. Well, Jeremiah in Oregon, I appreciate you giving me a call, man. That was very, very educational. And that just shows, listen, this just shows how long I've been out the game. I never knew that 90% of STDs could be transferred orally. Never knew. Unfucking believable, man. Let us go to area code 954. Area code 954, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, this is Ray.
Say that again?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Ray from Florida.
Hey, what's going on, Ray?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I was calling because there's a complete difference between, like, the black pill and the red pill.
Okay, all right.
Like, two totally different concepts.
Damn, dude, I had no... Listen, educate me, man. Educate me, because I didn't know. They're roasting me in the chat. They're like, no, Donovan, you're wrong. All right, so put me up on game, man. What's this black pill all about?
Because I'm subscribed to a lot of black pillars, and I know the difference between the black pill and the red pill.
Okay.
Like, the red pill is, you got game, you got all sorts of ways to, like, don't necessarily have to be a Chad or, Tyrone.
Okay.
So you got game and all this other things, money, status. You can be red pill. But if you have none of the above, you're like completely black pill.
Jesus Christ, man. So black pill...
Like the involuntary celibate.
Wow. So black pillars have literally just given up on dating. That's just what it is. They don't want to have anything to do with women.
It's not a give up. It's involuntary. It means that they didn't have the choices in life.
Oh shit, man. So basically black pillars are... So you're telling me that black... Hold on. So you're telling me black pillars are guys who want to get laid, but they can't get laid, so they go black pill. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, it's genetic. It's genetics. Everything is genetic.
Jesus Christ.
Biology is it's the disadvantage that you have genetically.
Well, hold on. No, listen. I would agree with you a little bit there. But there are a lot of men who do not have genetic advantages who enjoy the company of many beautiful women. It's because they got off their ass and they did something about it, right?
If you have the red, that's where the red pill comes in.
There you go. Okay.
Think about it. You don't have to be red pill if you're a Chatter Tyrone. You could be blue pill, Chatter Tyrone, and you won't have no disadvantages.
Yes, you will. No, hold on. Ray, wait, hold on. You're right. as far as opportunities with women, yeah, if you can be a Chad or a Tyrone and be blue pill to the max, you'll get opportunities with women. But again, I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much money you have. If you don't know how to handle women, if you don't have game, you will be taken advantage of them at some point. It's a mathematical certainty.
Right, but it's levels to it. It's like different levels. It's like you got red and black is different because I've been into some black pill chat rooms and I understand the black pill mindset. And I've been in red pill chat rooms and I understand the red pill. Red pill is about self-improvement.
Yeah.
Black pill is more about understanding. It's like almost becoming a monk. Like completely understanding that of your disadvantages.
It sounds well. Hold on. Hold on, real quick, Ray. Hold on, real quick. It sounds to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds to me like black pillars are guys who give up.
Not necessarily give up. Awareness, awakeness, like.
Okay, but that could be also defined as red pill. Like there are men who are red pill aware, who understand, okay, I'm not tall, I'm balding or whatever, but I'm going to improve myself to the point to where I can get women and be successful. Whereas it sounds like black pillars say, well, I'm bald and I'm, hold on. It's almost as though black pillars say, well, I'm bald and I'm short and I don't have certain genetic advantages, so I'm just not gonna participate in the game. That's what it sounds like to me.
There's certain genetic disadvantages that are completely gonna make you black pill because.
Well, listen. If you are physically or mentally handicapped, then yes. Hold on, real quick. If you are mentally, the only time you are an involuntary celibate is if you are mentally or physically handicapped, and even some mentally and physically handicapped people can still get pussy.
The ones that are totally outside of the dating market. The ones that are handicapped, the ones that are all the way.
Okay, well then that's no. Listen, then I totally get it. So what you're telling me is that all black pillars are mentally and physically handicapped people.
No.
Okay, well then that goes. Listen, hold on, caller. That goes to my other point. And listen, I understand if guys, and I used to be really, really hard on, I guess, guys who call themselves black pillars because I'm like, no, you guys gotta fucking get in there, don't give up, get the game, blah, 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 blah. Listen, man, I understand the game now is harder than it ever was when I was in it. And dude, women can take advantage of you and dude, trust me, the game is fucked up. So I completely understand men wanting to check out of the dating market. By the same token, while I'm not going to chastise men for checking out of the dating market, I'm not going to sit there and give them some sort of medal because they call themselves black pill. If you check out of the dating market, that's fine. Do it quietly. But don't then come to my chat room. Don't call my show talking about, well, black pillars sort of have it better. It's not that they gave up. To be honest with you, black pillars can do whatever they want, but at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit.
You know what? You said something yesterday on your show that was like completely black pill.
What was that?
When a woman at that past the raw age has a baby, she's gonna have that offspring. This is what.
Hold on. Caller, Ray, hold on. How is that a black pill statement? That is a true statement. Women who have babies after a certain, hey, Ray, check it out. You got one more time to interrupt me before I hang up on you. We're having a respectful conversation. You respect me, I respect you. Capiche? That is not a black pill. It is not a black pill statement to say, hey, listen, when women wait to have kids after 35, they're going to have fucked up babies. No, that is a statement of fact. Number one. Number two, just because I have some black pill thoughts or theories doesn't make me black pill. Believe it or not, Ray, even though I'm Donovan Sharpe, I do have some blue pill tendencies. I love to garden. I like singing in the shower. I listen to Pat Benatar. I have traits that people would define as blue pill beta, but one or two blue pill or beta traits does not a blue pill man make. So just because I may have said something that you characterize as black pill doesn't mean that I endorse the black pill. I'll give you the last word.
Right. It's just a lot of different concepts. Just like
I think you're outthinking the room. I think that's what this is. I think black pillars outthink the room.
Right.
I think that's what it is. I think black pillar, and I don't think you're black pill because you called my show, right? Like, do you consider yourself to be a black pillar?
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not a black pillar, but I understand why they don't stand up and explain their side of the story because I'm in their chat rooms and I hear their side of the story.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, we got some people. Thanks for calling, Ray. Yeah, we got some people in the chat who are saying that the caller sounds misinformed. Guys, I had no idea that this was a thing. Listen, I thought black pill was just, honestly, I thought that black pill meant that you are super duper hardcore fucking red pill. Fuck these bitches in the ass and pass them to the homies. Like, that's what I thought it was. Apparently, I'm wrong. Gary Grant says, why is gardening blue pill? No, Gary, gardening is not blue pill. But you have a lot of meathead red pill guys out there. And Gary asks a very good question. You have a lot of meathead red pill guys. Donovan likes he likes flowers. He knows what Papua New Guinea impatiens are. He knows what marigolds are. He fucks with mandevillas. He fucks with plants. That's fucking blue pill. You're a beta. I said that for those guys, right? Exactly. New York's Night's Wonder said, I had no idea that black pill was a thing. Alvaro says, turd flinging monkey is a good example of a black pill. Ay, ay, ay. I just don't want black pillars to be, I don't want to get into this discussion where I try to nail down a definition, but then someone tell me, you still don't get it. Because dude, when I get into a debate about somebody's ideology, at that point, I check out. I'm like, listen, dude, I'll respect you, you respect me. I don't have to understand what it is. It sounds to me like black pill guys are just complainers, right? Listen, if you want to sit around and complain about women, okay, great. But, it is what it is. I mean, you don't expect the fucking medal. Area code 347. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's good, Donovan? How you feeling? This is Super Dude from Brooklyn.
Super Dude, what's going on, brother? Doing good, man.
Nothing much. I just had a question.
Sure.
And it's funny because I've been thinking and wanting for a long time now to call your show and ask you this question, and just been forgetting about it because your content is so awesome. So, and you kind of touched on it a little bit, but I realized that I'm getting old, right? Like I'm in my mid-30s.
You're getting old. No, and Super Dude, no, stop it. You're not getting old. You're only in your mid-30s, dude.
Wait, hear what I have to say.
All right. I'm gonna hear you out.
You're gonna agree. Right? I'm in my mid-30s, right? And I realized that I haven't raw dogged a chick. Like I've never done it because I'm so afraid of getting a bitch pregnant.
Right.
You know what I mean? And,
yeah, man.
And so I'm wondering when should I do that?
Oh, man. All right, check this out. Listen.
I've been wondering this for years too, because because I just don't trust it.
No, man. Listen. Listen, I will tell you when you can raw dog a bitch. Number one, qualification number one, you need to have been in a relationship with her for at least 6 months. Don't trust the bitch that you haven't been fucking for at least 6 months. That's number one. Number two, she needs to be on the shot. And when I say the shot, that's Depo-Provera. You take her to the doctor. You watch the doctor administer needle in said arm. It takes 7 to 10 days for it to kick in. That's when you can safely raw dog a bitch. Now, as far as STDs are concerned, you're going to have to want to get an STD panel. So 3 qualifications. Number one, you got to be fucking her for at least 6 months. Number two, she has to be on the shot. I don't want to hear about the pill. I don't want to hear about, no. I don't want to hear about the ring, the shot. The shot you can watch in, it lasts for 90 days. Qualification number 3, get an STD panel. If she gets the shot, you've been fucking her for 6 months, and her STD panel comes back clean, you can officially raw dog her. And I'm telling you right now, Super Dude in Brooklyn, listen, I don't want you to jump the gun on this, but dude, unprotected sex is fucking awesome. It is, but it's not worth the risk. So just make sure you mitigate that risk. Make sure you mitigate that risk, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem at all. Very good question there by Super Dude in Brooklyn. Very, very good question. Got a couple of super chats here. Tyson Jaleel with another $5 Canadian super chat says, incels don't exist. Mostly guys that are 1 through 4s trying to get 7s through 10s. If they would lower their standards or improve themselves, they would be good. I get it. Yeah, you're right, dude. Incels don't exist. Guys, and I don't know what to call these. I call them scabs. Scared, crying, angry babies. All they want to do is sit around and bitch and moan about why they can't get women and women are this and they're not worth it. Okay, that's fine. But you can't expect women to be attracted to you if you're not doing what's necessary to be attractive. Well, I don't want to do anything for the sole purpose of female attraction. Well, then, my friend, you're not going to get laid. Like, for a man not to admit that there are certain things that we do and say to be attractive to women, you're denying your nature. Dude, I took a shower and I sprayed on some cologne. You want to know why? Because I want Devin to say, hey, you smell good, right? I want Devin to want to suck my dick at the end of the night. That's why I do this. I don't put on cologne for myself. I don't put on body spray for myself. Fuck that. BPD Dark Knight says, you callers need to, oh, okay, so BPD Black Knight is putting the callers on blast. Says, you callers need to actually study the black pill. Black pillars can be chads or incels. The black pill is looks is greater than game. The red pill is game is greater than looks. Okay, all right. I just don't want to get into these convoluted conversations where we're all, I don't know. I don't want to outthink the room. Area code 619. Area code 619, you're live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Nate, San Diego.
Hey, Nate, what you going on?
I just want to clear up black pill versus red pill.
Please do.
My understanding, and it could be wrong. What's that?
No, I said please do. Clear it up, because I don't know.
60 seconds.
Okay, so from red pill perspective, we all know you can self-improve yourself, get smarter, build your body up, earn more money, and therefore you can become a better man.
Right.
Black pill believes all that's predetermined. Evolutionary biology.
Oh.
Your chance.
Oh boy.
Sexual.
That's what Ray in Florida was talking about. That to me, Nate in San Diego, that sounds like a defeatist attitude. That sounds to me like men saying, well, I'm not 6'2", so I'm never going to get women, so why try? That to me is the defeatist, lazy attitude. So if that's what that really is, shame on you. Shame on you, black pillars.
So I will say this, though. They do have certain points.
Okay.
Because it's not entirely
10 seconds.
But
okay.
If you are a red pill dude, there's some parts of black pill that you can use to basically let you get ahead. So I've got a friend of mine, and we're just fucking, and she's got one of her friends, single mom, 3 kids.
Oh, God.
And she was with this other guy, successful, electrical engineer, makes 6 figures, but he's like 5'9". She says she normally dates guys that are like over 6 foot.
Right.
And she's extra on the upside.
Right.
And me, ever since being red pill aware, and especially after listening to your show and other shows that are in the community, I have a, no F given attitude.
Right.
And I basically called it what it is. And I was like, wait a minute, you're a single mother and you're not in very good shape. Why should you get a guy like that?
Right.
And
women are entitled. By the way, Nate, listen, you can swear on my show. You can say no shit's given. It's okay.
Okay, no worries. So when I did that, I noticed a very offended look. But at the same time, the chick I'm with, she likes that assertive attitude, and she wants obviously more from me because
right.
I'm not afraid to basically be a bad guy.
There you go. There you go.
And that's what I've found with the philosophy of the black pill, just calling things out and saying, wait a minute, you don't measure up. Like, you don't deserve it, and actually tell bitches that they don't.
Yeah, right. Bitch, you don't deserve it. You're fucking fat. Like, you can't expect a 6-figure nigga if you are 6 figures in the weight category. Totally get it.
Yeah, extra fluffy. That's what I like to call it.
Straight up, man.
The other thing to tag on your commandments, all of that is true, and I've been guilty of breaking every single one of them.
Oh, dude, you and me both,
Don't
brother.
ask me how I'm even here. I mean, God must exist, but he probably has bigger plans for me. That's the only logical conclusion. But it is true. You can take their soul with various acts, and the anal sex one, that is a powerful tool.
Yes, it is, my friend.
And I've used that tool. Usually when I'm breaking off, that's my go-to, and I just drop them a month later.
There you go. Boom. That's it, man. My go-to move, by the way, when I know I want to drop a bitch, is giving her ass to mouth, right? If I give a bitch ass to mouth, that's the last time. I always say the asshole is the last hole. So if I'm like, all right, I don't want to fuck this bitch anymore, what can I do to fucking gross this bitch out? Oh, I know. I'll give her ass to mouth. It'll make me never, ever want to have anything ever to do with her again. Thank you very much for the call, Nate. Thank you for educating me on the black pill. Merciless 6, $5 super chat says you're either red or blue, blood or cuz. Says black or purple are just ridiculous step kids. I think black pillars are just looking for something to call themselves, right? Like I don't know, man. Like it sounds to me that black pillars kind of ain't shit. It sounds to me like black pillars are what I define as scabs. Like, well, there's genetic in it. No, listen, you can overcome genetic disadvantages to get laid. Like I'm 6'2", yeah, but I'm not the world's greatest looking guy. Does my height give me an advantage? Of course. But there are guys shorter than me that get more ass than me. That's just how it is, guys. That's just how it is. Greg in the chat says, question, how are those Beats headphones? I got AKG and Sennheiser, and they are both Bluetooth enabled. I actually have 3 pair of, hang on a second. I've actually got 3 pairs of Beats headphones. I actually just got these today. The ones that I am wearing now, let me get you guys a closer look here. The ones that I'm wearing now, these are, and I'll take them off. Show them to the camera. These are the Beats. These are the pro. These are the professional ones specifically for podcasting, or podcasting and dropping beats. They are not Bluetooth enabled. They are made strictly for recording, podcasting, etc., etc. So I'm never going to wear these on the plane. I have these Beats. I've got a black pair and I've got a red pair, and these are obviously for listening to music. This is actually the first pair of Beats that I had. So these are really, really nice. And I decided I wanted another pair because I don't want to wear these out too much. And I got a black pair. I actually got the black pair. I don't know, maybe I could get this motherfucker closed. I love the shells that they come in, man. I love the protective stuff. Dude, the Beats brand, man. They're a little overpriced, but dude, they're worth it. The quality is amazing. Let me look here. Yeah, so these are the black Beats that I have. I actually wore these on the show when I opened up my new studio, and I was like, nah, I don't want to wear these out because these are supposed to be for the road. I wanted a pair of headphones that I could trust that are also good for in the studio or podcasting, things of that nature. And these had great reviews, and these are absolutely the truth. Dude, there's metal in these. So they're very, very hardy. They're extremely, extremely comfortable. I've been on the air for almost 2 hours. My head doesn't hurt, so I'm very, very pleased with these. Very, very pleased with these. Let's see. Beastly Nerd says, Rollo breaks down the black pill. Okay, I'm going to have a conversation with Rollo because I had no idea about this whole black pill thing. Clarence W says, don't need to be over 6 feet to pull women. I'm trying to tell you. Man. Somebody in the chat said black pill is nihilism. That's what it sounds like to me. Ace in Spades says, shit, nigga, you like gardening? I like musicals and musical theater, and still took 6 years of Krav Maga and MMA. Plus, there's red pill truth in it. All right. I know gardening isn't blue pill. I guess I was speaking specifically to you like to garden, you like flowers, oh my God. Like, dude, I'm either going to Lowe's or Home Depot this weekend. This is my favorite time of year. Dude, and we missed the fucking flower show. The flower show was back in March. We missed it. But yeah, man, dude, I'm going to get some fucking marigolds. I'm getting some mandevillas. I'm going to get some impatiens. Like, I love to garden. I love gardening, man. It's one of my true passions in life. So, all right, let's go to area code 868. Area code 868. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, 868. You're on the air.
Hi, Donovan. First time caller here.
Say what now?
First time caller.
Yeah, you're on the air. What's up?
I saw this picture on social media earlier this week. It was this rapper and his girlfriend, so his ex-girlfriend now. She and him both had a plate of food. Both of their plates looked the same, and it had the same food on it. But yet, she took from his plate.
Oh, hell no.
While her plate was full.
Yeah, fuck that.
My question to you is, how do you respond to that from a red pill perspective.
So what you're asking me is if you are with your woman and you guys are eating and she tries to take food off of your plate, what's the proper red pill response?
Especially if it's the same food.
Yes, you smack her hand. Say, that's my fucking food. Eat your own fucking food. And then what you do after that? You take your fork and you take some of her food. You let her know what's you let her know what's yours is mine, what's mine is mine. I can take off your plate, you can't take off mine. Well, I don't think that's fair. You don't have to. That's it. That is the red pill response. That's it. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you.
No problem. Very, very good question, man. Like, those are the simple little shit tests that women like to do. Those are the simple little... Now, if I have... Like, if Devin and I are out to eat and I have something different from her, it's like, oh, Dev, you got to try this. Dude, I'll allow her to... I will then give her permission to take food off my plate, but she does never... no. Psh, bitch, or fucking stab her in the... Get out of here. Stab her fucking hand with my fork. Oh, my God. Did anybody tell you never to fuck with a nigga's plate? Like... Nobody told you that? Oh man, you guys are telling me all about the plants. Greg says the flower show was fucking crazy last year, man. I fucking hate that we missed it, man. I hate that we fucking missed it. Gary Grant says he's really into the tropical plants. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some guy says there's no password yet. Yeah, there actually is. There is a password to Love is Blind. You might want to go and refresh that. Dev, take a look at that. I'm being told that the password is not up yet. Yeah, man, definitely doing Love is Blind, the Lauren Cameron wedding. By the way, we have 3 more Love is Blind breakdowns. We have the Lauren Cameron wedding, and then we have the reunion show. I'm going to break that up into 2 separate parts. That'll be on Sharpe stream following the show. Let us go to area code 708. Area code 708, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oops, wait a minute. Sorry, 708. Hold on. I didn't unmute you. My bad. There we go. Area code 708. Yep, area code 708. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I thought I'd never get on this damn show. How's it going? My name's Robert. I'm from Chicago. I'm 21. Stop fucking doing too much, dog. I recently just got into the red pill.
Okay.
I got red pilled actually when I was 18 by
Wow.
She's not my first girlfriend, but she was my first official girlfriend.
Okay.
So like one of my best friends who I played football with, his father died, and so I told her like I'm gonna kick it with him this weekend. You feel me? And like in the weekends before that, we used to just link up and fuck every day, like 2-3 times a day. Like I treated her like a slut because she really was a slut. Like
right.
You know, so the bitch don't text me back the whole weekend. The next week, I found out the bitch went to a party.
Oh boy.
She tells me she just fucked her friend. You know, I'm like, okay, you feel me? We could have fucked her together. You feel me? I was trying to get through something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I come to find out like this bitch cheats on me with her ex nigga, and then so I break up with her. And then in like the middle of the summer, I find out this bitch is pregnant, yo.
Oh no.
From him.
Oh, cool.
From him.
Listen, that's good news, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah, that's good news, man. You got to get out of jail free card, homie.
Yeah, but like, mind you, like she's coming back to me, like she's like blowing my jack up, like coming to my crib, like I'm fucking the shit out of her and sending her back on her way, and like she still comes back. Like I just talked to her last week, and I really don't like.
So you're fucking her while she's pregnant?
Bitch, but like, oh no. Well, yeah, I was fucking her while she was pregnant. I ain't give a fuck. It's not my child.
Right.
But so like, I was calling to say like, I just recently got into your channel, and I fuck with the content you make, and is your book on Amazon? Because I'm trying to buy it on there if possible. Like I wanna.
No, man. No, my book is not. Listen, my book is not on Amazon, nor will it ever be on Amazon. I wrote a book. It's called 16. Yeah, that's okay. It's called 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. And if you want to get your hands on it,
I'm sorry to cut you.
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, that's all right.
About that one and Womanese 101 because I want to buy them both.
Well, Womanese 101.
I started watching your videos on Sunday.
Okay, well, Womanese 101 is not a book. Womanese 101 is a course, and it's no longer available. It's not going to be available again until the middle of August. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But listen. It's Volume 2. Listen, hold on. Volume 2 is coming out in mid to late August, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to get your hands on the 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship, all you have to do is subscribe to my newsletter. Go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter, subscribe to my newsletter, and it automatically sends you the book right there within about 5 or 10 minutes.
Great. Thanks. So I got another question. Do you have any tips for like any young people trying to get into the red pill?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
Yeah, it's
like,
really.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Yeah, listen, it's really, really easy, especially for and it's really easy advice, especially for young guys. What you should focus on, Robert, is you should focus on getting your money right. Because again, you're very young. Focus on keeping your money right and keeping your body tight, right? What you have to understand is that a lot of guys get caught up in thinking that their 20s are their golden years. Dude, I'm in my 20s. I should be fucking sluts, this and that and the other. That is incorrect. You will not start to become attractive to women until you are well into your 30s. So what you need to do is you need to spend your 20s building up your body, building up your finances, and building up your game. Listen, if you happen to fall into some pussy every now and again, cool. Let the chips fall where they may. But you do not focus on women in your 20s. Focus on yourself. Focus on your money. Focus on your body. Focus on your mind. Always use protection. And here's one last piece of advice that I'll give you. Do not start thinking about a long-term relationship until you are at least 35 years old and you have fucked at least 35 girls. At that point, you are almost ready.
I remember that from the last video.
There you go.
Kelly and Mark marriage. You said.
Oh, yeah.
35.
Uh-huh.
But man, I wasn't planning on no damn long-term relationship after the last one. Man, I fuck around, just had kids and not get married. Honestly.
Right. Listen, just be careful. You have to understand, Robert, is this, dude.
Most women don't want to marry without a prenup anyway. So what's
dude,
the purpose,
no.
You know?
Yeah,
so
don't get married.
This bitch not taking my money.
Listen. Don't get married. Like I think that's obvious. But understand this. Girls aren't going anywhere, Robert. They're not. Dude, girls are here now at 21. Yeah. They're going to be there when you're 31. They're going to be there when you're 41. That's just all there is to it. Yeah. Like, don't be in a rush, man. Like,
that's what Tom Watkins was saying, you know?
Yep.
Like 50, like fucking 23-year-olds. Like,
I'm trying to tell you.
It's ridiculous.
Well, thanks for the call, Robert in Chicago. You hit the Nate Dogg in the chat says 18-year-old. You hit the lottery, dog. Hell yeah. Sometime, dude, I'm telling you, man, don't get me wrong. It's good that men find the red pill young, but I got to tell you, man, if I found the red pill at 18 years old, I might have 18 kids. The Practical Stoic with the $5 super chat says it's all about being indifferent and having an abundant mindset, bras. I'm 5'4" and thoughts still slob on the knob. You see? The Practical Stoic is 5'4" and he gets more ass than I do. I'm only fucking one woman right now. This dude's got 5-6 bitches. Merciless 6 with the $5 super chat says seems beneficial to the 30-plus-year-olds who go red than it is for men under 30. It's almost like the red pill was supposed to be found in our 30s. You know what? I've never thought of it that way, but you might be right. When a man figures out how women operate, as an 18, 19, 20-year-old, what do we want to do? We want to use that to get sex. We want to use that to get sex and lots of sex. Like I said, I was very irresponsible many, many times. I'm very fortunate not to have got caught up. I don't have any kids that I know of, but dude, when you're in your 20s, you're a fucking walking hard-on. And if you have the keys to the vagina, man, I don't know. Listen, children with guns, right? That's how that goes. Very, very good call. Let us go to area code 314. Area code 314, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's Jay.
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
St. Louis.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah. So, not much. Just calling in again for the third time. Want to let you know my take on the whole pill, red pill thing. So, the way I see it is black pill, if it's, as somebody super chat earlier, looks over game rather than games over looks, I would never want to go into that because I know it's not going to end well for me.
Sure.
Because I'm going to tell you a bit about myself. I'm 5'6", I'm Asian, so when it comes to the dating market, hey, I got the card stacked against me.
Sure.
So I'm not going to let that fucking stop me from, because I imagine if I was a whole black pill believer, I'd be like, oh, well.
I'm Asian, there's no, my height and I'm Asian, yeah.
It's going to stop me from getting women, oh my God. And then
yeah, dude, fuck that.
Like some fucking loser.
Yeah, fuck that, man. Yeah, fuck that.
That is exactly why I would not go for that. but on the other spectrum, though, if I was, I don't know, some white dude, over 6 feet tall, Chad, like, at the same time, I feel like if I was into that, it would be a very unfulfilling feeling. Like, I'm only getting by because of my looks, not anything else. Like, I don't need game. It's like,
well,
kind of,
I don't know. You know what? It's interesting. I've thought about that before, right? And I always think about it like this. If you had $10 million in your bank account, whether you worked for that $10 million or whether you won the lottery, doesn't matter. You still have $10 million. Girls think the same way. Girls don't give a shit how you got ripped. Girls don't care that you're genetically predisposed to muscle gain and fat loss. They don't care if you're on steroids. They don't care if you had plastic surgery. They care that you're ripped. If you're worth $1 million, they don't care if you're a drug dealer or the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Girls don't care how you got there. They just care that you're there. So in that regard, it doesn't really do anybody any good to say, well, listen, if I were a 6'4" Chad, I would feel no. Listen, man, playing the game on why play the game on easy? Why play the game on hard mode when you can play it on easy mode, right? Like, if the game is easier for you because you have certain genetic advantages, that's no reason to feel bad. Fuck it, what am I supposed to do? Apologize that I was born? Apologize that I'm 6'2"? No, I'm going to use that to my advantage. But by the same token, if you have genetic disadvantages, that just means you have to work a little harder. That's all.
Yeah, just get used to it. And the other thing is the topic that you covered today, some of the commandments. I am guilty. Actually, I was guilty a few months back of falling for 2 of them. One of them that you said.
Double dose.
Never see. Yeah, I've never seen the same slut twice in one day. Oh, God.
Oh, dude, yeah. Dude, I violated that shit all the time, man. Especially when especially, Jay, when the pussy is good. Here's the thing. It's not easy to stick with that commandment. Because when the pussy is good, you're like, all right, I know I got to hit the fucking street and get more numbers, but this bitch is making me lunch. We had great sex. She's talking about making dinner. Like, that really sapped your motivation to go out and get other pussy, man. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it does not help. It does not help that on the very first night, we're here in Georgia, it's warm most of the year round. She was wearing the sundress. Oh my God.
Oh boy, sundresses.
I help myself. I had to see it the next day.
Man, oh man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Well, listen, thanks for the call, Jay. Jay sounds very introspective. He sounds like he understands. He sounds like he understands like where he is and what's going on. So shout out to Jay in St. Louis. All right, let's go to area code 302. Area code 302. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, Donovan.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I discovered red pill like really young. 16.
Oh
now.
wow!
And
congratulations, you have hit the fucking lottery.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna tell you this, that like a lot of young people are like they're somewhat starting to get woke, and I can say that for sure. Like I had a friend who like back in elementary, he didn't know what red pill was, but he knew what like the MGTOWs was and whatnot. And yeah, and I want to tell you, you great content. I really appreciate what you do. I, hopefully to get good at this red pill thing and slay all these thoughts in the streets.
Straight up.
And yeah, but I discovered the red pill. I went through like this harsh breakup.
Okay.
Well,
as it usually leads us there.
Start consistently getting into it when like I'm really into ball. I really play basketball a lot. So
Okay.
I had this girlfriend and she cheated on me twice.
Whoa, she cheated on you twice?
Yeah, it was my stupid self. Got back together her the first time, and I knew the dude too. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was really down about it. I had shed a couple tears.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're human. It happens. But you discovered the red pill at 16 years old, so like I said, you have definitely won the lottery. So you're very fortunate to be learning these lessons at such a young age.
Yeah. That's really it.
Okay,
really,
cool.
Keep up the good work.
All right, well, I appreciate the call. I didn't get his name, but whatever his name is, I appreciate the call. Let's go to area code 561. Area code 561. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Man, about time. What's up, Donovan?
What's going on, brother?
Castro.
What's up, Caster? How you doing, man?
Much. Listen, man, I'm good. I just want to say 3 things. You're like the modern day Tom Likas, and you are heaven sent.
Everybody says that, man. That's crazy.
Continue doing your thing, brother. Continue doing your thing. That's 1.
I appreciate it, man.
2, I have an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Okay.
I have them listening to you all the time.
Wow, really?
Hey, I'm telling you, man, they listen to you all the time. They're saying, hey, Dad, Donovan's on Donovan. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay, let me go ahead and turn it on. And we'll listen to you at the same time. They stay with their mother now because of this whole COVID shit. But, like, when they're with me, we're listening to you.
Wow.
The third thing, if anybody thinks you're full of shit, they can fuck off. I'm going to tell you why. So I separated with their mom. I was kind of fucked up, you know. I started to go MGTOW, and then I was thinking about monk, and then I don't know what happened, but somehow, some way, I guess it was God. I fell on your channel, and I started listening to your content, and everything that you were saying was making more sense. Like, I understand why, you know, the whole MGTOW and the monk thing, but what you're saying is once you've been through certain things and you man up,
yes,
that's when your value goes up. You don't have to necessarily say, oh, I'm done with women, I don't ever want to fuck a female again. No. You can continue doing what you do. But once you know your value, that's when everything starts looking better for you.
Right.
Real quick, like I said, 3 things. This is the third thing.
Okay.
So I recently got into a relationship with a young woman. Well, she's not young, you know. She's my age. I'm late 30s. So she'll watch me listen to your content, and she's like, why are you listening to what he's saying? I'm like,
wow. Okay.
There was one episode where you were talking about shit testing. So
okay.
When we first met, I'm like very OCD. I don't want anybody, you know, eating my room, anything like that.
Right.
So
fuck that, dude.
One day, what ended up happening was she came into my room and she had ice. And I'm like, yo, I don't eat ice. I don't drink in my room. I don't do nothing, none of that shit in my room. So she's like, oh, I can't eat ice. And I'm like, no, you can't eat ice in my room. She was like, well, I just need to do my work on the computer and I want to eat ice. And I'm like, no. Don't you know she was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going home. So she grabbed all her shit, walked to the car. I walked her out.
Okay.
Like a man, I walked her out. She was like, you really going to let me go home?
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to let you go the fuck home.
Exactly. So the next day, she got in her car and she left. The very next day, she came back over and she was like, oh, I apologize for what you did. Excuse the noise, I'm at work. She was
That's
like,
right.
I apologize for what I did. You know, I understand that, you know, there are certain things that, you know, you don't want, and I have to respect that. And in my mind, I'm like, this is the shit that Donovan was talking about.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, if you stand if you stand your ground, she will apologize to you for whatever it is she thinks she did. This is how it works, man.
No, you are so fucking right. And you know, it's like, I don't know if you ever had a dog or you see a child. Like, they'll try to test you every
Yes,
now
they
and
will.
again.
Yes, they
Like,
will.
me and her, we've been together. I'm sorry.
No, I said yes, they will. Listen, my nieces, when I go and see my my brother or my sister's daughters, my nieces, they shit test me all the time. It's funny.
Like, she did something else. Like, she had a headache, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and she was lying down. I'm like, let me give you some water and 2 of these. I gave it to her. A week later, she's like, can I drink in your room? And I'm like, no. She's
Nope.
like, but you let me. I said, the only reason I let
That's
you
it.
do that, and I broke my rule, the only reason I let you do that is because you had a headache. I said, you will never, ever in your life, ever bring anything in this room ever again. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean
See
it
that?
I'm like, no. That was a shit test right
There you go, man. How old are you? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
38.
So you're 38. Okay. And this is what what was your name again? Where are you calling from?
Castro. I'm calling from Florida.
Okay, Castro in Florida. So so you're 38. When did you discover the red pill?
Honestly, when me and the mother of my kids, we broke up.
Okay.
I want to say about 3.5 years ago.
Okay. All right. See, and the reason I ask you that, Castro, is because something that Merciless Six just put in the super chat. I kind of agree. I think it's more beneficial for a man to find the red pill, provided he doesn't have any kids or any blue pill scars, because that's risky in and of itself. I almost think it's more beneficial for a man to find the red pill in his 30s, because he'll be much more responsible with it. Because I always say this, if I found the red pill when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, dude, I'd have a bunch of kids. I was like, dude, all I have to do is this and I can get pussy? Oh, what? She wants me to fuck without a condom? Cool, I'm doing it. So so you found the red pill around 35 and now you're reaping the benefits. I'll give you the last word.
All right. And to be honest with you, like with my son, both of my boys, I let them know, like, hey, listen, what are you saying? You're going to experience this in life.
Right.
They're very athletic. You know what I mean?
Right,
One
right.
plays
Oh, yeah.
basketball, the other plays football. So you already know what's going to come.
Oh, of course. Of course. They're going to get pussy thrown at them in every
the oldest,
direction.
He's 11, but he's 5'9". So you know what I mean?
Yep.
But the last thing, like, I love when y'all boys talk about the wall, and I always let her know, like, hey, look, at the end of the day, you hit the wall, baby.
That's
you
right.
Still got maybe like another year or two of good looks.
If that.
After that, like,
If that.
Going down.
That's right.
Me, if that. Me, on the other hand, yo, D, honestly, I'm working out, I'm doing my thing now, and she notices women are always looking at me. And
That's right.
Compliments. She gets jealous and she gets upset.
That's called passive dread, Castro.
Down.
Yeah,
Say that again?
that's called passive dread. That's called passive dread. You are instilling dread in her simply by living your life. You don't have to activate that dread game. The dread game is already taken care of for you because you are simply living your life.
So she notices it now. Like, I just told her straight up, like, you hit that wall, baby. Like, either you're on board with this train,
or straight up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Listen, listen. That's the attitude that you have to have with women. And thanks for the call, Castro. I love hearing guys who call up and say, "Hey, look, man, like, I found the red pill and it's fucking working." That's the attitude that you have to have with women. This train is leaving the station with or without you. You can either be on the train or you can stay on the platform. But you're not going to change my behavior or my attitude. Straight up. Very, very good call there by Castro in Florida. Nate Dogg says, Donovan, who do you recommend for fashion game? Kevin Samuels, 100%. Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels keeps it simple. He keeps it real. He is the most knowledgeable person I know in terms of how to dress as a man. 100%. Area code 607. Area code 607. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Judd from upstate New York. How you doing today?
Hey, Judd. How you doing, brother?
Oh, another day living the dream.
That's right.
I actually tried to do the super chat, but Google, they wouldn't let me do it again.
Yeah, see
so
that?
The reason I wanted to call in was, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what YouTube does, man.
Yeah, it's an interesting company. That's all I'll phrase it. But the reason I was calling in is I love your commandments. I really wanted to talk about the 9th one.
Okay.
But I wanted to expand on it.
Okay, and this is the never introducing a slut to your family, to be specific.
Exactly. But
Okay.
Just more than that, I find the key to success in all aspects of your life is compartmentalization.
Okay.
Like, for example, I was talking to a girl who randomly texted me last week. She wanted to know what she was an ex from a long time ago. She wants to know what I'm doing, where I'm at now, like, especially my professional life. I'm like,
Of course.
I don't talk about my professional life anymore. You got to keep people separate. You know what I'm saying? Like, dating life, social life, work life.
I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you. And I don't know if you've ever heard me say this before, Judd, but I always tell guys, keep your friends and your girlfriends separated. Don't bring your girlfriends. Don't bring your girlfriends around your homeboys. This idea that your friends should be good friends with your girlfriend, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. You're literally inviting chaos into your friendships and your relationship. Fuck that noise. Because again, most of your homeboys, especially if you have a good-looking girl, dude, most of your homeboys are going to be trying to hit on her on the sneak tip. Think they wouldn't sacrifice a 15-year relationship to get a piece of pussy. Most men would.
Exactly. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I just had a little indigestion.
Nope, that's okay.
No, I'm just like, you have to have that first success in all aspects of your life, including that. you have to have like this James Bond espionage mentality.
Yes.
Like, keep everyone at arm's length, you know.
I agree.
Just a lot of people either they don't get it or they pretend they don't get it because they're trying to get information out of you.
Right.
And, like, just stand your ground.
There you go.
The
there
best
you go.
way to do things, the way I look at it, is you make more moves and less announcements.
Good. That's right. The most powerful men, they move. They make big moves and they do it in silence. Judd, thank you very much for the call. Last call of the day. Area code 347. Area code 347. You are pulling up the caboose. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. Hey, what's up, man?
Good.
This is CJ from New York.
What's up, brother?
So, okay, I'm pretty lucky to be the last call, I guess. So, quick little thing. I love the commandments. They're crazy on point. I used to date this girl who, you know, upon reflecting, is like, yeah, complete, like, pretty much a super slut. Like,
of course.
Met her at a party. We went out for a while. I didn't know what it was at the time, obviously, but apparently I was doing passive drag game in the sense of, like, I was up in my shit and I would deny her, like, all the time. And she would, like, cook and come over more and try to do all this stuff. So all the commandments just seemed, like, on point. If I had, like, abide by half of those, things would have went a lot smoother. So besides that, I want to comment on the whole red versus black pill thing.
Yeah, please.
Overall, because the black pill thing is, like, consistent on the internet just throughout a lot of different things. It feels like it's more so this idea of, like, this complete bleak hopelessness. So it doesn't matter, like, what aspect it is. It's like if you're just hopeless in the future outcome of it. So let's say in, like, the negative aspect, some girl cheated on you. Now you're like, oh man, like all girls are like this. They'll never be honest, and they just give up on girls. You can be black pilled in that. But you also be black pilled in the sense like, man, all girls are hoes. Fuck, I'm just gonna, like, smash and dash, like, fucking fuck 3 bitches a day.
Right.
5 times a week, and just go ham in that way. Given I don't see that many black pilled, like, dudes in that you know, Chad kind of sense. Most of them seem to be in the whole, you know, like, oh, all bitches like this, so they kind of give up. But the whole idea, I think, is just the whole bleak hopelessness. You can have any excuse, whether it's genetic or looks or money. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that you're so hopelessly bleak about the future that that's it. I can see if that was you in Vegas. Maybe you were just so bleak about the chicks that you were around. You were just that smashing.
Dude, I thought that was black pill, but apparently that wasn't. I guess I was just extremely red pill. I'll give you the last word, CJ.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna end off with this. You know, I guess it's poignant for the whole kind of commandment scripture. I'm gonna end with scripture from Future, chapter 1. From the streets did she emerge, and to the streets she will return. And
Straight
I say
up
to you, she is for the streets. So be not wary when she must return from whence she came. Donovan, great show, man.
I appreciate the call. CJ in New York dropping bars from the minister Future. Future making an appearance. Let me go ahead and end this bad boy. There we go. Excellent. Very, very good show. Very, very good show today, guys. We close out the show and read the rest of your, well, I'm sorry. We read the rest of your super chats and we close out the show right after this. We'll be right back. You're watching TSR Live with Donovan Sharpe. Tune in weekday afternoons at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get access to content not found anywhere else on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Past shows, the archive, Sharpe Shorts, and Ask Donovan Q&A. Get exclusive access to my own platform, Sharpe Stream, where I break down shows like Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiancé, The Bachelorette, and much more. Get huge discounts on all of my courses like How to Master the Game, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, and Womanese 101. You can also get your hands on the videos and podcast episodes banned on SoundCloud, Vimeo, and YouTube. Get access to an ocean of content found only on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. The link is in the description. Speaking of Patreon, we have obviously reached the end of the show. Very, very, very good show today, guys. Directly after the show, right after the show, I am doing my Love is Blind breakdown. This is Love is Blind breakdown. I think it's number 29. So this is number 29 of 31. I'm going to do 31 breakdowns. We're going to do the Lauren and Cameron wedding. We're going to break that down literally on the other side. And then, of course, the reunion show, I'm going to break that up into 2 different breakdowns. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Let me see if YouTube is allowing me to see my super chats again. I like to shout out all of my super chats. I really and truly appreciate the support that you guys give me, and I always want to make sure that I shout you guys out, because you guys are very, very good to me, and I greatly appreciate it. Matt Vasquez with the $10 super chat says, Donovan, your breakdowns of Love is Blind were instant Red Pill classics. Keep up the good work, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, I very much enjoy... No, they're still not showing me all the super chats, so I can't shout everybody out at the same time. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see what we got here. All right, well, listen, thank you very much to all of my super chatters. Thank you very much to all of my callers. Let's see, we have Red Pill Mike in Dallas. I appreciate you calling. Jesse in California, thank you very much for calling. Efo in Atlanta, that weird-ass phone call. Imagine from Trinidad and Tobago, giving us his Red Pill origin story there. Ray in Florida. Jeremiah from Southern Oregon, the biologist who called in. Super Dude in Brooklyn. Nate in San Diego. Robert in Chicago. Jay in St. Louis. Castro in Florida, Judd in upstate New York, and of course, CJ from New York. Again, guys, I thank you guys very much for making this a highly successful show. I think we maxed out at 1,600 viewers. Love is Blind Breakdown number 29 on the other side. Thanks for watching, guys.